to do henna tattooing.
Okay. And my idea is to do a non-uniform day, with the exception of people have got to dress up as teachers to come as half price.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you a bit more about my idea. With henna tattooing, obviously, we've got a large population of girls in this school who are interested in having images placed on their bodies, and and I think they're actually used to doing it outside the school, and therefore they've got the right sorts of skills and qualities built to sort of bring that into school. I also think as well that it's quite cheap as well, so it's a way of there's quite low cost, but obviously we can charge students a lot more, and therefore it's got quite a big profit margin. And also I think it's something that the head would actually allow. It's not going to be too controversial. So from that point of view, I think it would be quite practical to do, and I think it would just get a bit of a buzz going in school, especially if some of the designs were sort of like shown around school to people before the day. What do you feel?
Well, can I tell you a bit about my idea?
Of course,
yeah. I think with my idea, there is 1,800 students in the school roughly, and I personally think that everyone would want to get involved. Now, working roughly on £1 a person, that's 1,800 people, pounds, even without any of my costs deducted. And the type of costs that I'm thinking of are tannoy advertising, maybe word of mouth assemblies, all of which are free. Even the printing cost for the posters are only 4p each. So I'm really excited about my idea, because I think I'd only need 2 or 3 people to break even, and then it's all profit from there, which will go fantastic with the for the charity that we're supporting.
See, with your idea though, Nick, it's a bit, hasn't it all been done before? It's a bit, don't you think it's a bit boring? It's a bit kind of like, oh, we've done this, and so, there's not going to be no buzz, because actually it's just not an original idea, so why would people want to do it?
I think the fact that if they can come up dressed as a teacher, I think it'll be a really fun day, it'll improve relationships, and I do think that students would look smart, and at the promise of a discount, I'm thinking of maybe 50p if they dress up really, really well, best dressed as a teacher.
Yeah.
I think that would be quite fun, and I think it'd get a lot of people talking about who they're meant to be, hoping that they don't offend anybody and I think even if a half price discount, if everybody joined in, it still would be a massive profit margin, and I'm just thinking of charity.
But at the moment, like the heads, she won't always allow things to go ahead, and we used to have a lot more non-uniform days than we do now. What happens if she says no, you can't do it? What are you going to do then?
I think she's more likely to say yes to a non-uniform day than a henna tattooing, and I think you're only targeting 50% of the school, just targeting the girls as a group.
But the profit margin on each henna tattoo will be more than the 50p or the £1 that you're getting per student for non-uniform. And also, the things with non-uniform, some students who haven't got the money to pay 50p or £1, they actually don't want to pay that money. Their parents don't want them to actually come in anything that's not uniform, because that's what people are used to. They get bullied, maybe.
If they're dressed up as a teacher, then I think that would take away the fashion element, because they would be purposely coming as someone else. And in regard to profit, how much are you thinking of charging per tattoo?
I don't know, we'd have to work out what the cost was of the actual materials, but maybe like £4 or £5.
Wow, and you're saying they can't afford?
Yeah, but the thing is, people who really want a henna tattoo will be prepared to pay for that, especially if it's something that's a novelty and something that's never been seen before at our school. And if we do it to a really good standard, get the people who are really fantastic at doing it, well then hopefully it will create a bit of a buzz, and we could even maybe get something in the local press.
Henna tattoo was lost an awful long time. Do you have much experience in drawing henna tattoos, Mr. Sayer?
I don't have much experience in drawing henna tattoos, but I know a person who does.
Okay, it's very time consuming. Have you thought about when this would be done? Breaks, lunch times? Is that going to be enough to cover enough people to recover your cost of your initial?
Well, maybe we could stretch it over a longer period than just a day. Maybe it could actually be over a few days. Maybe we could book appointments in, a bit like they do when they go to local beauty parlours. Maybe from that point of view, that would mean that we could get through quite a lot of people. And also, it's the fact that it's not been done before, whereas your idea is just a bit old hat, Nick.
Do you think Miss Churn would let the henna tattoos?
I think we could get Miss Churn actually tattooed herself.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I would like to see that as well. That's
yeah.